We want the media to ask Sanef. Unfortunately, most of you, Sanef, are your editors, so it's a problem, because it means that those are your bosses. One, does Sanef believe racists have a right to racism? In other words, does Sanef believe that racists have a right to be racist? This is the first question. The second question, does Sanef believe BLF have no right to protest against racism? These are the two questions that must be put before Sanef. We're a revolutionary movement. We are going to end our suffering of our people on farms and everywhere we have mentioned. And we will fight to the end. We also understand there is no struggle without sacrifice. We understand this and accept it as our duty. No, we are not afraid to go to jail for struggle against racism. Let that be absolutely clear. Nobody must have any second thoughts about it. And anyone who joins BLF must know that we are ready to suffer to get back our land, to get back our country, to get back our dignity. We are ready. We are at peace. Absolute peace with that, because that is what is going to be required for us to get where we must go. We want to make another point that Sanef does not recognize black journalists. BLF knows that Sanef, driven by racist mandate, does not recognize black journalists. That is why it never went to any court to seek protection of black journalists who have been intimidated openly, harassed out of their jobs, such as Pete Rampedi, such as Steve Mutale. Where was Sanef? Did Sanef take those white organizations which are harassing these brothers to court? Sanef said nothing when the ANN7 journalists were physically attacked, physically beaten. Not threats, beaten physically. Huh? It said nothing because they are black and therefore don't matter. That is why. That is the only reason that is not happening. If you want to know what Sanef is, as we say, go look at NASPES as one of their founders and sponsors. Sanef must stop grandstanding and talk to us or talk to our lawyer. Trying to intimidate us is not going to work. Intimidate us through the media is not going to work. As we said, want to put on record, we received no communication from Sanef. It's very important. Sanef want to behave like a politician. They were singing there inside Parliament, those lawyers. They were singing, they were making slogans like in court. Yeah, no, they were behaving like they're in Parliament. Yeah. You know in Parliament, our politicians jumping down and they're waiting for the white shirts to beat them up. They were behaving like that. They'd forgotten. But the sad thing is, of course, it was all the black people, the white people who were watching them. Now, our message to Minister Mbalula. The Minister of Police, Mr. Mbalula, is easily excitable. You know, we believe that he was well suited for the Ministry of Sports, where he could go to the stadium and scream with the masses for his favorite team. Policing is not netball. It needs sober minds and people who take their responsibility seriously. We asked somebody who's got access to Mbalula to talk to him and tell him that we are not in a police state. We don't live in a police state in South Africa. Even Louis Legrange, those who are old enough will remember, Louis Legrange, he was a favorite Minister of Law and Order under PW Board. Even Louis Legrange failed to contain the revolutionary spirit of the people. So a person who can't deal with netball, I don't know if they would fare much better. Our attitude to the minister is to say, please take your job seriously this time around. We know that he left sports untransformed, including innocuous codes like hockey. He could not transform hockey.